Hi, I'm Gary Lovisi, and welcome to Vintage Paperback, Collectible Paperback YouTube video, episode number 9. It's our 9th video, and I'm the editor of Paperback Parade magazine, publisher of Gryphon Books, and in my own right, I'm an author, and we're going to get into some of those the books that I've written in future videos. But for now, I want to take a look at some really cool old British great material. In the 1940s, after the war, and up until the middle of the 50s, British gangster digests were very popular in the United Kingdom. They were hard-boiled crime, written in Spillane type of style, with really sexy good girl art, a lot of it by Reginald Heed and other people, Hank Jansen, Ace Capelli, Griff, Ben Sardo, Darcy Glinto, those kind of authors that a lot of Americans never heard of them, and a lot of Americans have never even seen these books, don't even know they exist. But there's probably about 1,500 of them published from, say, 1946 to 1957, 58. So we're going to take a look at a few of them now. Put on my magic glasses so I can see. The first one we'll start off with is Borrowed Time by Mark Shane. It's a really great hard-boiled crime book. Sexy girl, good girl art cover. It looks like it's like by Reginald Heed, but can't be sure. But it's definitely done in his style if it's not him. And it's an Alexander Mooring book. Lists the other books in the series. So this is a really cool book. Another one, Honey Drop Dead by Chick Carter, another gangster novel. This is great cover art. It's a Gaywood Press book, and a little bit about the books on the back. Another really cool one is A Blonde for Burial by Nick Pirelli. This is a Ski-On Limited. Ski-On did a lot of thin digest paperbacks like this. Really great stuff. Great cover art. They always had, a lot of them had ads on the back. It's funny, like that you notice like in British paperbacks of this era, the mushroom publishers of the 40s and 50s, they had ads for smoking and things like that. Modern Fiction was another company that did great crime novels. The Devil's Playground, Roland Vane. This actually, Roland Vane wrote kind of romantic noir sleaze books. They were about women that got in trouble, women that were promiscuous and had affairs and all kinds of difficulties. And they're kind of on the cusp of a gangster area, but they're definitely you can see the same kind of cover art, and they're very collectible. And on the back, there's a list of different books that they published. Ben Sardo was a very popular crime author, and there's a whole lot of them. And Griff was another one. There's a few of them that were starting off. This is an early book in the Roland Vane series, so there hadn't been a lot of Griffs published. But we're going to get into the Griff and Ben Sardo and Ace Capelli and other authors later on. This is just to give you a kind of an overview of some of the stuff that's around that you haven't maybe not seen, not be too aware of. You Don't Say, Hans Luger, another Ski-On. Great good girl art, really cool. This is actually pretty good to read. He's a pretty good author. One of the earliest of the mushroom publishers authors was Darcy Glinto. This is a later reprint of Road Floozy, which was a really sleazy kind of I guess a streetwalker novel, gangster novel, and cover art's not so great, but it's got a great title and it's pretty cool. It's from 1941, so it's It's like quite a bit, you know, one of the early ones. Another Darcy Glinto, Born to Die. This is a juvenile delinquent novel. A lot of the Darcy Glintos were pretty much the earlier, along with Hank Jansen, of course, by Stephen Francis, were the early gangster novels. Hank Jansen was started by Stephen Francis. He even published the books himself under SD Publications, and then Gaywood Press and Alexander Mooring and Robertson Vintner and everybody else published them and reprinted them and did new books in the series. The back cover, it's kind of an advertisement for Darcy Glinto books. All for a Dame, Blonde, Cute, and Wicked, Wild Blood. And don't forget to get those books, you know, they're telling you. So that's pretty cool. Afterwards, Paul Renan, another, what you'd call like a sophisticated romance, sleaze, girl in trouble, you know, good girl art book in that series. Marginally gangster because they're very noirish. That's another one. I Will Kill, Cass Borelli. I always found these names, they made them up. Ace Capelli, Cass Borelli. They sounded, you know, like tough guys. They sounded Italian. Sometimes they wanted to get Italian guys, you know, make it look like they were giving you the lowdown on what was going on in the dope rackets or the vice rackets and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that dealt with, again, women in trouble, prostitution. Motorcycle just went by, but just ignore that. And you can see here, like, there's the gripping hand of fate, you know, upon the innocent woman, and there's the gun there. So that's pretty cool. Baroness Gaywood, I don't know who that author was, but First Love, Last Love. It's a really cool cover, and you know, nice book. Back cover has absolutely nothing on it. Some of them had no back covers, nothing printed on the back cover. Another really cool one though here is Big Time Girl by Rex Marlowe. I don't know who Rex Marlowe was. It was a pseudonym or a house name. Really cool cover. These are very sought after. Really nice book. And last but not least is Striptease Angel by Duke Linton. There's a lot of Duke Lintons. This is also a ski-on book. This is from the 50s, like probably about 53, 54. And let's kind of give you an idea. Let me take the secret glasses off. Give you an idea about some of the gangster novels, British gangster novels that were printed in the published in the 40s and 50s in the United Kingdom. Really cool stuff. There's a lot of them to choose from. A lot of the authors that I mentioned had multiple books. Some of them, you know, 20 or 30 books in this by that author under that name. Some of them 100. Ben Sardo, there's probably over 100. Darcy Glinto, there's probably 50 or more. Griff, there's about maybe 100. So there's a lot of stuff to choose from, and just to give you a taste of some cool, interesting stuff that's really kind of unknown, especially in the United States. And hope you liked it, enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to this channel, give us a thumbs up, and hope to see you next time. Thank you.